It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe on a beautiful Monday afternoon.
Last Monday of July. You can tell by the heat.
First of all, never use the word last with me. It's just another Monday.
It's the first Monday before August starts.
It's a what?
Teasing you.
You remember that song, Monday, Monday?
Yes, who's that? The
I can't
Mamas
sing
and the
it.
Papas?
Somebody else in here can sing.
Is that the Mamas and the Papas?
And the brothers and the sisters.
Was it Monday or, me and
Monday,
lyrics,
Monday,
forget about it.
Yeah. So never say last. It is the beginning of a beautiful week.
Wow, look at you.
That's a funny look. You see,
Look at you
Alana?
being positive.
I'm always positive.
I'm liking it a lot.
I got me a lucky charm today.
I see that.
Somebody came in here and changed it up today.
Hope. All about hope.
Is that her middle name, Hope?
No, it's not actually, but it
might
should be.
It might be her
Right?
middle
I
name.
don't think it is.
It might be.
Today is National Merry-Go-Round Day.
You know what that means.
I love merry-go-rounds.
So what are you looking at me that way?
Do you like merry-go-rounds?
Yeah, I'm looking at one.
You guys like
look,
merry-go-rounds?
she's turning around. Look, she's turning around in
They're
the
like
spot.
short. I love merry-go-rounds. Like if there's a merry-go-round, I will find it. Alana and Haley are in the house.
Alana and Haley are kicking booty.
You went to Lakeland this weekend. How
You're
was
very
that?
dark.
Came back this morning. I drove straight here.
You have a lot of sun in you. Were you standing outside in the sun?
I'm trying to stay outside. I enjoy being outside. It's good for your health.
It's
How
good for you.
was the competition? Was it?
It wasn't a competition, so this weekend I went over to Lakeland to visit the Miss Florida family, and we are sending off our Miss Florida's Outstanding Teen. She goes and competes in Texas very shortly, so we had a little gathering to send her off and give her well wishes before she travels over.
Is that somebody you mentored?
No. So what I do is through the Miss Florida program, we have a teen version. So for ages 13 to senior in high school, they're able to compete in a similar fashion. There's a little bit of differences within competition, but they are community service-based leaders within their communities who are very well-spoken young ladies. And Ashna is the name of our current Miss Florida's Outstanding Teen. She is a Bollywood dancer.
Wow.
And
A
she
ballroom
has
dancer, you said?
Bollywood.
Did you interview her on your show?
I did not have her on my show.
Because you had two Bollywood girls.
I did have two Bollywood dancers. They were from South Florida. Ashna is from more so the Central Florida area, which is why we traveled over to Lakeland. But no, it was exciting to see her. Her whole entire family is really excited. She's in a unique situation. So she won Miss Florida's Outstanding Teen. Her older sister is currently Miss Orlando, so I competed against her older sister.
Wow.
And they have a tiny little sister who is their little sunshine princess. So they have 3 girls, and all 3 girls are in the different levels of the Miss Florida organization.
Wow.
That's unbelievable.
Very
It's cool.
nice.
Successful family.
So Miss Teen Florida goes to Texas to compete for Miss...
For essentially, it's Miss America's Outstanding Teen. So it's the teen version of what we see on television.
And when is that?
Texas, it goes on, it's in August. I don't have the dates off the top of my head, but it's in the beginning of August. I want to say it's maybe 3 weeks out from now, around.
And are they scholarship competition based like you were?
Yes, they are a scholarship-based nonprofit organization. The teens slightly vary from the Miss. They do an onstage question. They do evening gown, which is the traditional. They have a private interview with the judges that scored, with their resume and their social impact initiatives of what they want to do throughout their year of service, and talent as well. And it's different from the Miss is they do have a fitness portion. So they actually have a whole area of their competition about being a role model and having a positive outlook on fitness and health. and health looks different for everybody. So they get to present a slide behind them of what health looks like for them, and they come on stage in their fitness wear to show off their fitness.
That's awesome.
So it's fun.
Wow, it's funny. And we got Danielle Marie Connolly joining us today, and she's also within the health and fitness space and former junior Olympian gym owner in Philly, but you do it here now also, right?
Yes, I do individual coaching right now with gymnasts, and I also do personal training with individuals of all ages.
Pretty cool. So we're going to get into that story as well.
It is very cool. It's you know, when you hit these levels of having pros, it's an amazing feat when you get to watch.
But to see these teens get involved in fitness and scholarship money, young girls to actually step into their power and say, I'm going to do this, it's remarkable.
Well, the Major League Baseball had the draft for these high schoolers, making 1.3 million, 4.6 million. They're making all this money, but they either decide to go to college or they stay in the baseball program. And I remember signing 3 kids to the Atlanta Braves. It's the only 3 kids out of New York that signed that year, and they went on to play. But it's an amazing feel when you see them grow up and mature, and then they win, and you knew it when, and it's kind of cool. Olympics, forget about it. That's even more difficult.
Amazing. And Bollywood dancing, that's a talent.
It's cool. It's very,
very
very
cool.
high energy kind of dance style too.
It's a specific dance. I mean, I know what it from the movies, right? But that's considered a talent because it's a specific dance, like you do tap. That's Bollywood.
Yep, it's just a different style. Actually, Bollywood is usually trained in a specific studio too. Like it's very much associated with people's culture, and so it's not usually something you frequently would see in a normal. I don't want to say normal, but an average, say like our dance studio next
Right.
door. Usually see ballet, jazz, tap, contemporary,
different.
but it's just another style.
Wow. Haley, you had a good weekend?
Yeah, I didn't do too much, honestly.
You didn't do
but
too much. It was a great weekend.
It was
You
a great
barely
weekend.
moved, Haley.
It was a great weekend. Yeah, it was chill. I went to IKEA.
Nice.
I got a lot of stuff for my apartment, and my mom just bought whatever.
Okay, I gotta ask. IKEA, you have to build everything?
everything.
Not everything, but for the most part, yeah. But it's cheap, so I don't mind.
But you had to build it. I get lost at that.
It's like a little wrench, and then they give you instructions, and they're all in another language, but you figure it out. It's kind of like Legos, you know?
Kinda like that.
I think it's kind of, the whole thing coming of age. You go to IKEA, you build the furniture. It's like dorm room,
You build
apartment
furniture?
Do I know?
So what are you talking
I
about?
painted the step this week, and that was
A lot.
enough. But it came out nice.
It came out beautiful. I saw in IKEA that they had a screwdriver for sale, right-handed, $1.99. They had the same screwdriver, left-handed, for $3.99. It's the same screwdriver.
You were paying
I
attention.
was paying attention.
You ready to get into this show?
Let's do this.
We got a new friend of the cafe joining us today, Danielle Marie Connolly joining us, and then we've got Stumble Steady. I got that right, Josh? Stumble Steady was also in Battle of the Bands in Boca. They're going to be joining us on our 1 o'clock hour. Our good friend Kara Harpist, and see who else she's bringing from the band from 2nd Street Bagels and Deli. So that'll be a whole lot of fun. Josh has that all set up also.
This is going to be fun because Josh's group went up against them.
And I don't think either one of them won,
Neither
so I got to
one
find
won.
out who won.
Yeah, we got to bring them in.
When battled, I think it must have been for like Boca Festival Days. They have a lot of great things that they do in our community, which is we should get the latest edition of Coffee News and find out what's happening
I got to call him, see. I know his wife was not feeling well, so we got to find out how that's going.
and see what's going on. All right, well, shall we talk to Danielle?
Let's talk to Danielle.
All right, so welcome, Danielle.
Hi.
She's got a whole lot going on. I met Danielle last week through social media, and she told me a bit of her story and, her big tagline. And then, Jerry Maguire, you had me at hello. She had me at I pay it forward. And then the rest was like Charlie Brown. It made no difference what else she said. She had me at pay it forward, and this is her mission and her motto.
How did you meet her?
I think you friended me on Facebook or something, or somehow it ended up.
Facebook.
If I can even find my friend request, which I don't find often, somehow I found it last week, and that's what she said. I'm here to pay it forward, and I said, all right, you have to come in because that is so much of what it is about. And welcome to the cafe.
Thank you so much. It's an honor to be here, and I'm excited to share more about myself with everyone.
So you really don't have a title, I guess. Health and fitness coach, if you need to label it as anything else, but your story
Yes.
is so compelling. Well, give us a little background. I don't know how much you want to get into on who you are.
Oh goodness, I don't mind sharing and divulging everything because I'm a firm believer that in order to help other people, you need to be completely raw and honest and put all yourself out there. So going way back, I guess I could start at the early age of 6, or I could start with gymnastics. Starting then, growing up my entire childhood, I was a competitive gymnast and trained in the gym all the time, and it was my passion. And it came to a halt due to, ongoing injuries. But at the age of 16, I was diagnosed with dysgerminoma ovarian cancer. And at the time, I was actually the youngest in the world to have dysgerminoma ovarian cancer. So it was a big deal, and there was a lot to go through. But praise God, we made it through. I had one ovary removed, and I was told that my chances of having children were slim to none. And I was really blessed. I have 3 biological girls, and as time went on, I continued to have ongoing issues, hormonal issues, and polycystic ovarian syndrome. So it was constantly like this all the time. I struggled with weight issues because of the hormones. I struggled with depression because of the hormones. I struggled just with frustration because I felt like I was not myself. And I'm living in this body, and I'm not functioning like I felt like I should be functioning. To compound that, at the age of 19, I fell when I was pregnant with my oldest daughter, and herniated 4 discs, and ended up with permanent nerve damage in my thoracic back, which is called RSD. At the time, there was not much treatment. It was little to be known about it. I was thankful for Dr. Giancarlo Barilot down at Jefferson University in Philadelphia. I was his guinea pig, and we did a subcutaneous spinal cord stimulator. I had 17 total back surgeries. I had a neurotransmitter implanted into my back, and for 10 years, I went between a walker and a wheelchair and while trying to take care of my babies. You learn to keep your glass half full, because if you don't, it will get the best of you, and it will eat you alive. It really will. And I'm so thankful for the what do I want to say? The constant having to plug through things and be determined, and don't make excuses, and always find the best in every situation. I learned that through gymnastics. I was not allowed to give up. I had to plug through. And although it was tough at the time, I'm so thankful that I learned that. And I learned that self-discipline, because there were so many times that I wanted to give up. And I'm so glad I didn't.
I have to ask you, how did you, at 16, is that on anyone's radar of cancer, of ovarian cancer?
Okay, so at the time at 16, it scared my parents. I had a tumor the size of a volleyball. It grew to a size of a volleyball in a period of a month. And it looked like I was 6 months pregnant.
You could see it.
Yes, you could see it. I was doing 1,000 crunches a day. I was like, why am I getting, larger and larger? And, at the same time, my grandmother was going through ovarian cancer, stage 4. And I ended up going through chemotherapy with her.
Wow.
Yeah.
Were you in pain?
I ended up, towards the end, before the surgery, I ended up being in pain because the tumor actually started twisting. It was wrapped around my left ovary, and it was twisting. So that's when the pain started. And but I was really blessed and really fortunate with phenomenal doctors and awesome parents who did everything they could to get me the best treatment.
And now you have 3 girls.
Yes, I have 3 biological daughters, and I adopted my son 4 years ago.
And he's a little guy.
He's little. He's 8 years old.
She's
yes.
an 8-year-old and grown daughters.
Yes. Yes. 22, 20, and 16.
Well,
are my
people
girls.
looking at you would never imagine you had ever had hormonal issues. You were never depressed. 10 years between a walker and a wheelchair. So I have to ask, how did you keep going? How did you keep that? You had 3 little babies.
Yes.
You fell. You spinal cord stimulator, 17 surgeries. Most people would be like, done. I cannot even move. Go into major depressions. People would not be able to have the hope that you had. So how did you do it?
I learned to have faith. I learned that just to never give up. I knew that I knew that there was always something bigger and better out there, and no matter what I was going through, someone else always had it worse, and I had a story to tell, and I needed to do that. I had to fight for my kids. I had to fight for myself, and I was determined to find myself again. I was determined to find myself again someday.
So now you've begun your journey to tell your story.
Yes.
How do you feel physically?
I feel amazing. I feel amazing. I feel better than I did in my 20s now. I feel absolutely amazing.
And how do you feel emotionally after you've gone through all of these different challenges?
I feel phenomenal. I feel like myself. I feel like a light has just been opened up. And I just feel more determined than ever to help people, to put my story out there. If it could just give a little bit of hope and inspiration to someone else to just keep plugging, never to give up, that there's always something better around the corner. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there.
There's the answer to the question you had last week.
Yeah.
The question I posed to everyone last week, do you have to see before you believe, or you can believe it before you actually see it? Most people have to physically see what's around the corner to believe that it's coming.
That's
But
right.
when you walk in faith like you do, you believe it's going to happen before you see it.
Absolutely.
And you know what's going to be there.
Absolutely. You know, we used to, up in Pennsylvania, prior to moving to Florida, at USA Junior Olympic Training Center up there. We were ministry-based. We weren't associated with any one particular religion or so forth, but we instilled virtues and values in the girls. And we would also often incorporate faith-based lessons into our training. And often with gymnastics, you're doing a lot of blind moves and a lot of things that are scary at first. And so we would often incorporate that same concept into gymnastics. You may not be able to see. You're running down that vault runway, and that depth perception, all you see is a line. You don't see the whole vault table and everything going over. That's faith. That is faith. You're just running full force at something, saying, I hope my hands hit this table, and I hope I land on my feet, and I'm just going to do what my coach tells me to do. That's faith. You can't see it, but it's just believing.
Now you did all of that, right?
I
was
did.
The time you did that vaults and all of that stuff.
I did. For a very long time, I went to high levels and accomplished a lot. And
Well, I gotta ask, and I understand faith, and listen, I get it. Okay, hitting a 98-mile-an-hour fastball is faith too, because the bat gotta hit the ball. But when you're running towards something that you can't see, I guess the training begins in having enough confidence in yourself. Would you say that these athletes, I mean, look at the Olympics, the female Olympic team is unbelievable. Mm-hmm. Do they have that kind of confidence at every level of their life? Or is it just competitiveness?
You learn to, number one, you have to have a competitive nature in order to keep climbing those levels. That has to be within here. But you learn, it's muscle memory, it's having faith, it's self-discipline, it's conditioning. It's conditioning your mind that this is scary. I've trained this and I've practiced this how many times. I know what could potentially happen, but I know what I'm capable of doing. And you go for it. It's either 100% or don't do it at all. You need to say, I'm going 100% in order to get the best result. If not, you're not ready. You're not ready. You have to be all in you know, and it's the same thing to me with faith. You just, either you're all in or you're all out, you know, and that's what I went through. There was times when I was like, I'm not in, because it was starting to get the better of me. And then I realized, no, you've never had that mentality before. You're all in. You're not giving up.
That way?
I was raised that way.
You were instilled with faith with your parents, and
Yes.
Did you want to be since a little girl in the Olympics?
Well, I'm sorry, what was that?
When you were a little girl, did you grow up wanting to be at that level of competition?
I wanted to achieve greatness. I wouldn't necessarily say I wanted to go like to the Olympics, you know, or, you know, college scholarship. But I wanted to be great. I always wanted to be the best at no matter what I did.
Did you play other sports or just gymnastics?
I did. I did soccer. I did lacrosse. You know, I could only do that for so long because gymnastics training was like 6 days a week.
So then
5,
you
6
picked
hours a week.
gymnastics over everything else?
You had to finally choose.
Why?
Yes. That was my passion. I felt alive when I did it. I felt strong. It was the community. It was my family. You know, we all have something that we connect with that makes us feel alive. And we need to never let go of that. I don't care how old we are. Never let go of it. You know, if it's tennis, you know, or if it's basketball, or if it's singing, if it's anything that makes you feel alive, do it. Don't give up on it. Even if it's just a little bit, even if you won't be as good as you were when you were younger, don't give up on it, because to feel alive and to feel peace and to feel happiness is the ultimate. To me, that is the ultimate measure of success, is when you can go through life and feel peace and happiness in what you're doing, you've achieved greatness.
You picked the passion.
and then you opened a gym.
Yes, in Pennsylvania, yes. I opened up a gym, yes. It's a USA Gymnastics Junior Olympic Training Center. And
Why did you close? What brought you from Pennsylvania to here?
a lot. I had a lot going on. I ended up I was going through a divorce. I was married 18 years, going through a divorce, custody battle, and I had a house fire. I was actually at our state competition, and I got a call from the fire department, "Your house is on fire." And I said, okay, well, you know, it is what it is. At one point, we were living at a hotel, my kids and I, while the house was being repaired, and some things fell through with the hotel. So we actually were living in my gym. We were blessed with family members who would come and bring food to us. And I finally said, you know, I did a lot of praying, and I finally said, it was time. It was time to make the move. I felt that I was drawn to Florida. My parents were here. My brother was already here. My sister was here, and I needed that connection with family. I needed that. So,
More to come on this
How
story.
long were you here? How long you been here?
little over 3 years now.
Not very long.
Can I tell you my DeWitt Clinton story?
Yes.
At DeWitt Clinton High School, when I was in high school, you had to pass gymnastics.
Really?
Yep. And I was a chubby kid. I couldn't do nothing in gymnastics. So I told my cousins, well, I graduated. I says, how do I get out of gymnastics? I moved away to Puerto Rico not to take gymnastics. So my cousin says, when they tell you to go right, if you're a freshman, because I didn't go in as a freshman, that was the controversy. When you make a right to go to gymnastics, or you make a left because you've already taken it. Since I wasn't a freshman, because I went in a year ahead, I made a left. They never found out.
They told me I had to learn how to juggle to get through high school.
Juggle?
Juggle.
In
Never
class?
learned. Yes, I never.
Did school tell you have to juggle?
Part of what I did through theater and communications and everything in drama class in high school, I had to learn how to juggle. So my dad bought me this book, Juggling for Dummies. Remember how they had that whole dummy
You
series?
throw the book in the air and you catch
Pretty
it?
much, you threw these bean bags, and because I don't have eye-hand coordination, the bean bag went one way, the other thing. Well, you've seen me, right? Never made it
So
through.
you had to graduate, you had to do the juggling?
Yeah, somehow I got it. I think I pulled the girl card. I couldn't juggle for whatever. Like I couldn't swim. I pulled that girl card. It happened, but yeah.
But the gymnastics, these guys wanted me to get on these rings and these horse and this. I said, I can't do that.
You know, but look at you. We're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, I can't ever imagine you have weight issues or hormonal issues or anything like that. So we got to come back and hear more of this story. So stay tuned. Give us a call, and hopefully you'll be
What's the number?
inspired. 888-994-4995. Studio A. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Planning for the future should not be painful and needs to be discussed. From health, family, finances, allow qualified professionals to aid in your planning. Luhu Advisors have been serving South Florida for over 30 years. A licensed real estate broker, insurance agent, assisted living administrator, and certified senior advisor, Paul Solomon is the most qualified and well-rounded advisor for any task. Specializing in real estate, long-term care, life insurance and annuities, Social Security, government benefits, and senior housing. Luhu Advisors. Let us help you. Known for his Art Deco Cubist style and compositions with dancing saturated color, Ken Bieberman has lived and breathed art his whole life. From the early 80s, he's influenced the Art Deco district of Miami Beach. Featured in numerous restoration projects, hotels, galleries, and clubs, Bieberman creates for everyday folks and celebrity clientele. He's also the proprietor of Art Repro, a giclée and scanning company in Pompano Beach. When it comes to scanning high resolution, size is not an issue. Professionally scanning art up to 10 feet and 64 inches in width, Art Repro utilizes state-of-the-art equipment. On quality canvas or paper, archival ink and printing mediums are put to use. Art Repro ensures colors are true and every nuance of the art is captured, including the canvas weave. Perfection is the priority. Contact artist Ken Bieberman today at 954-547-0095 or visit his website www.artrepro.net.
Hi, I'm Dawn Clifford, owner and founder of Clifford Insurance Advisors. Established in November of 1999, we focus on mainly health, life, disability, Medicare, and long-term care insurance. Specifically for people aging into Medicare or the self-employed or even employee benefits for small business owners. We can be reached by phone number at 561-880-0391 or by email info@cliffordinsuranceadvisors.com. Visit our website at www.cliffordinsuranceadvisors.com and even visit Facebook, Clifford Insurance Advisors.
Being a successful woman in business means having the courage to own who you are. We understand the challenges faced by women, and we are here to help. Our team is here to develop the best strategy designed just for you. Your path is unique, and with the right tools, you can accomplish your dream. From radio to TV, from podcasting to magazines, we create the visibility to amplify your impact in business. At New Dawn Media, we are here to help bring your message forward and help your business flourish. It is time for your message to be seen and your voice to be heard. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or brooklyncafe.tv. Your voice can make a difference.
Welcome to Movies of Del Rey, a family-run movie theater that has been serving the Del Rey and Boca community for over 30 years. Open Wednesday through Sunday, Movies of Del Rey offers great admission prices, low concession prices, and quality customer service. Movies of Delray provides the quality of the big box theaters without the price tag. Movies of Delray provides new Hollywood content as well as new indie and independent movies. It truly is a hidden gem. Whether you're hosting a private event, party, or fundraiser, or are looking for your next date night activity, Movies of Delray is the perfect choice. Come on down to Movies of Delray, located at 7421 West Atlantic Ave in Delray Beach, or visit us online at moviesofdelray.com.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
What was that commercial? When so-and-so talks, you listen. It was like an investment.
Merrill Lynch.
Yes, there you go. When they talk, you have to listen.
Yes. When Merrill Lynch speaks, you listen.
Was it Merrill Lynch?
No,
It wasn't.
no. I don't remember who it was.
It was like Get a Piece of the Rock. Do you remember the commercial where someone speaks, you have to listen?
No, she's too young.
She might be too young. I don't know. Anyway, or you and I are just too old. Anyway, it'll come to us. If you know what commercial I'm talking about, old school, like 70s old school. I think it was even before 70s, 80s. When so-and-so speaks, you have to listen.
Payne Weber. When Payne Weber speaks, you listen. No, it wasn't Payne Weber.
I don't know.
either.
We'll come up with it. Anyway, welcome back to our Monday. Monday motivation, I think, today is clearly a motivational Monday. What are you looking for?
The flowers that go on there.
Alana moved things around. So the flowers are there. The vase is here.
No, the soap flowers.
They're over there.
Oh.
I was told never have an empty vase, so there's some hope hearts in there. Someone told me feng shui, you never have an empty vase. I don't know. Anyway, we've got Danielle Connolly
Stay out
joining
of
us,
Miami.
our health and wellness coach, and her story so far we've only gotten her from Pennsylvania to Florida, but there is so much more. You talk about a story of hope and perseverance.
And she's been through a lot.
And I hope our crew is listening because I think it'll resonate with quite a few of them in the other room.
Well, there are people that I know, when I share these stories with people, they go, yeah, but my circumstances are all different. Well, yeah, she's covering every base that there is, from cancer to fire to everything else. That's inclusive of all this. So this isn't comparing notes to people. This is comparing notes to life.
Did you know you had a calling, that you were different?
I did not know all along. I did not know. I just figured this was just it, and you just keep going. And it wasn't until this past year that when I started sharing my story that I realized there's a reason. There's a reason. And when there's little bits and pieces of my story that resonate with other people, and it gives them hope, to me, it's the best feeling in the world. And I'm like, now I get it. Now I get it. And I'm just so thankful that I get to share that with each other, with other people, and just help people. Because to me, there's no other better feeling in the world than just seeing someone come from here to here, just with that little bit of hope.
Now you're in Florida. You're working
Yes.
with a health and wellness,
Yes.
medically grade product.
Yes, yes. So I was really when I moved to Florida, I was down. You know, I made that move and I said, okay, I'm going to leave everything behind. I'm going to start a new life, and it's going to be okay. I was speaking that, but on the inside, I was very depressed. I was not there. I really started losing hope myself, and I was struggling. I'm being completely honest. And I crossed paths with this amazing soul. Her name is Kelly Duncan Smith, and she introduced me to this product. And she said, "You need this."
Did you know Kelly before when you moved here?
Nope. Nope.
You just happened to meet her.
We just happened to meet her. We just crossed paths, and she was just placed in my life, and she just had this this energy about her spirit. I trusted her, and I said okay, and she said, you need this. And I said, she told me it was homeopathic product. And I said, you know what do I have to lose? Coming with the background of cancer, I'm not a fan of putting anything, toxic in your body. And so I'm just very, very careful about what I put in my body. And she said, listen, it's homeopathic. Trust me, just give it a chance. And I said, okay. Well, little by little, I started seeing a domino effect of everything improving. It started with sleep. I wasn't sleeping at the time. I was so stressed. I ended up having a radical hysterectomy 6 years ago. Okay, because of the ongoing issues with the polycystic ovarian syndrome and so forth. So I had the radical hysterectomy, but I had no hormone replacement afterwards. I thought that would be, it'd be great. You don't need any more hormones. No more moodiness and all that stuff. I'm like, this is going to be great. I was so wrong. It changed everything. My hair started thinning. My skin started thinning. I started gaining weight, even more weight. My mood just went way down. I just got depressed. But I had no idea it had anything to do with hormones. And I'm like, you have been in the health and fitness industry for how long? And you had no idea.
But you think you can fight through it. You think you know more. You think supplements are going to work. You think working out. I get it. You think you know more than the average bear. It's not going to affect me so badly.
Yeah, like you can work out all you want. And I'm like, why am I not seeing a change here? And then that's why I met Kelly. Because she introduced me to this product, and I was like, oh my goodness. So it started out with better sleep, and then it started affecting libido. I had no libido. It was gone. It was completely gone because I had no hormones going through my body after the hysterectomy. And I was like, I can actually feel something going on here. And my body's starting to basically wake up again. And what it does is it actually wakes up your pituitary gland to start making its own hormones again at what you are pre-designated, your genetic makeup is. So, little by little, my mood started getting better. I started getting better energy. And before I knew it, I was making my own estrogen again, and testosterone, and HGH again.
Wow.
Yeah.
How long do you think the hormone imbalance affected your life?
Oh, goodness. Since I had the ovarian cancer at the age of 16, that was in 1996, until I met Kelly, which was 3 years ago.
So, wow. So all of this imbalance you had to endure and live through everything you went through?
Yes. And I had no idea.
And no doctor, nobody said this to you?
No, they said, when you go through like polycystic ovarian syndrome, and we tried birth control, we tried other methods to help balance out the hormones, nothing would work. Nothing would work. So I was just chalked it up to, okay, this is just how it's going to be, and that's it. And I didn't know anything. When you don't know anything else, when you're stuck in this box and you don't know anything else, you just say, okay, that's it. But when you take that chance looking outside the box and explore other options and open your mind to other ideas, it's amazing what's out there. It's amazing.
Are we allowed to talk about the product?
I know we can talk about the product, but before we do, you also do one-on-one coaching.
I do.
With people.
I do. I do personal training with people individually on one-on-one. I don't do a huge corporate business or anything like that. To me, it's important to connect with people. People looking for personal training to better their health and so forth. It's, there's a reason. There's a reason why you're not feeling your best. There's a reason why you're out of shape. You can just go to the gym all you want, but if you're not fixing the bottom problem, the root of the problem, you're gonna keep bouncing back. So that's what I do. So not only will I, work with you and do training and personal training based on you individually, I'm the one who will knock on your door when you're supposed to meet me and you don't show up, and I'm gonna say, let's go. Come on, let's go. Let's go. That's what I do, because I've learned that's important. so many people don't have someone to push them when they're down. And I want to be that person. I love being that person.
It's amazing. For everything you've been through, you still want to keep giving to people.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
No
I'm all about
questions
paying it forward.
I'm
you know?
dying to know what she took.
What the product is? He wants to, I don't think it's oral. It's a gel. You said,
It's a
right?
gel. It's a gel. It's a gel that you just literally rub into we rub it in your forearm, any vascular area. We literally call it the gel, and you know, the company we're with is.
It's for men also.
It's for men and women. Yes.
What's
Yes.
in it?
Proprietary blend of
It is.
something.
Yes, it's a homeopathic microdose version of HGH. Okay, we all produce HGH. That's how we grow.
Human growth
From
hormone.
when human growth,
I know-
yes,
I know
from when
about
we're little. That's how we grow.
Yeah.
Around the age 27 is when it starts dropping off, and every 3 years it just drops even more and more. What this does is, since it's microdosed, okay, it goes into your bloodstream and it basically builds up in your system, and it tells your pituitary gland, wake up again. And then it's going to tell your thyroid, okay, to start producing hormones again. And it fixes, shouldn't say fix, that's the wrong word to use. It will help whatever your body needs the most. So some people have, you know, just weight issues. Some people have, you know, joint issues. It has over 40 benefits. Over 40 benefits. So it helps you where you need it most. And that's what it is.
Now, are you working out in the gym again?
I don't go to the gym. I actually, I'm all about using your own body weight.
Okay.
And I just work out with clients and just use your own body weight. I will say it is important, you know, to add weights and so forth. But it all depends on who you are. Everybody's unique.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has different needs. So,
Do you run?
yes, I
You
can
do
run.
run?
Yeah, I do run. I'm not a long distance runner.
No.
Never have been. Probably never will be. But you know, there's little tips and little tricks that I've learned along the way. You know, eating certain things at certain times of the day. Okay, you know, intermittent fasting, different ways to work out that all make a huge difference.
And then I gotta ask, your daughters are how old?
22, 20, 16 are my daughters.
And how are they adjusting? Or what's going on in their lives?
They are doing phenomenal. They've been through a lot. My oldest daughter, she's actually working in Delray. She's a manager with the BMW dealership there in Delray, and she's dating someone, you know, and he has a little one, and she's doing well. She's been through a lot herself, but she has a very positive attitude as well. She's a very, very much a go-getter. My 20-year-old, she's doing phenomenal. She's at Westchester University, and she's working, and she's plugging away. She was always my go-getter as well. She was my daughter who played football and wrestled and said, every time someone said, "You can't do that," she said, "Watch me."
That's you, right?
Yeah, that was her. And my 16-year-old daughter, she's in high school still, and she has a couple more years left, and she's doing great. You know, she's had a lot going back and forth with the divorce, and my ex-husband, he lives in Pennsylvania, and so she goes back and forth, flies back and forth, and it's a lot. It's a lot, you know, because at that age, your friends are your everything.
Yeah.
You know, when everything you've known is just uprooted, and you feel like you lost that, you're grasping on to what you can hold on to, and it hasn't been easy for her, but she's come a long way. She's come a long way, and I'm so thankful. And she was actually just visiting with me the past couple weeks, and she actually just flew back for volleyball tryouts.
Wow.
Yeah, so, you know, life is always going. It's always going, and there's going to be times when, you know, things don't go our way. Things go sideways, and I've learned to, no matter what, you have to look at the bright side in it, because if
How
not...
do you instill that? Because your older daughter remembers you with the broken And the herniated disc, the 17 surgeries, the walker, right? Because you had just had her,
Oh,
so
yeah.
she remembers those 10 years.
Oh,
Probably
yes.
the middle one does too.
Yes, yes, yes. My oldest one, she, I think a lot of her grit and determination as an adult stems from what she had to go through. She was 2 years old, and we were in a situation where I couldn't move. My back, like the nerve damage in my back, I could not move. I couldn't move my arms. I couldn't move my back. She was hungry. My ex-husband at the time, he was working. And she pushed over a chair to the counter, got the plate down, bread, got her peanut butter and jelly, and she made herself a sandwich.
Wow.
And that's how she had to learn that, okay, when mommy's down, I need to learn to be independent and fight for myself here. You know, I was always there, you know, and can make a call or whatnot if need be, but there was times I physically could not do something. So she had to learn.
Can you imagine? Look at you now, right? You talk about
Long story, right?
perseverance and hope and faith, because you are here for, they always say, what's the reason? You're here for a greater reason, that you are still here, and then in this capacity.
I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful, and I truly feel alive again. I truly feel alive again, because there were so many years where I didn't feel alive. You know, you go from being this highly competitive athlete where you can move and you're strong and you're agile, and then all of a sudden it's like it's all taken away from you, like that.
So what's next for you?
My plan is to keep growing and keep building and keep sharing my story with as many people as possible, and to grow in that direction, to grow more in the health and fitness industry, to share the gel with other people, to help people, to help feel better, because it's not just physically, it's mentally as well. Because when the mind's right, everything else follows. Everything else follows.
Phone number, or how do people reach you if they want some wellness coaching?
Sure. My number is 321-210-6108. Feel free to message me, call me anytime. I'd be more than happy to work with you and help you find the best version of yourself.
And it doesn't have to be physical. I think she's shrink more than anything else. to be
Well, you're
honest
part
with
of a group, you told me, part of this company. They have a Pay It Forward community support group.
Yes, we just started about a month ago. It's a Facebook group. It's a private group, but it's open to anyone. We want the right community there, people who truly want support and so forth. So what we do is, it's free. We're not looking to sell anything. You don't have to come in and buy anything, but it's a place where you can come get nutritional advice. You can get fitness advice. Mm-hmm. We actually have live events. We just had a professional ballerina do a bar workout class on Saturday. And, it's recorded and it's stored into a vault, so people can just go in at their own time and just do it.
Pay It Forward group.
Yeah.
That reminds me of
and just
something.
motivational, and it's a beautiful community. It's called Be the Best You, just the letter U at the end, on Facebook. If you want, message me. I can send you a direct link to join the group, and it's just about support. It's men and women alike. There's awesome recipes even. Sometimes it's like you think, oh, I just have to eat salads and, eat like a rabbit. No, there's awesome stuff out there. And there's sometimes some people will be like, listen, I tried this and this did not work out well. Don't do it. So, it's just being real, and it's a great community like that. So, and we have awesome things coming up. We have live events on Saturdays. We're going to have shadow boxing. We're going to have a family fitness day, things that you can incorporate your family, and it's all free. It's all free.
This is like deja vu all over again.
I know.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Except I want her to be the host of that, not the other way around.
Okay.
Well, we got something for you.
I'm
All right.
excited.
I can't believe it's 1 o'clock already. All
We
right,
got
we're going to
something
take
for
another
you.
commercial break. More to come on this Motivation Monday, I think. I can't think of anything else.
This is pretty good stuff.
Stay tuned on the other side of this news break and commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Amy Reshevsky can help you choose the right piece that will add some magic to your space. Amy Reshevsky has a wide range of art, from abstracts to mosaic tapestries, and she paints on different surfaces, such as reverse painting on glass, tables, wall hangings, and sculptures. Her work can be ordered online at amyreshevsky.com, or you can come in and see it in real time at the Brooklyn Cafe Art Gallery. She also does commission work, so if you have an idea in mind, she can make it a reality. She invites you to reach out to her at Facebook or at email at amyreshevsky@gmail.com. That's amyreshevsky@gmail.com. Have an artful day. Born in Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art. His 40 years in the construction industry created the foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873.
Meet Jay Harmon, one of the many artists held in the Brooklyn Cafe Gallery. Jay specializes in various different art styles, but his medium to work with is colored pencils. His unique style comes from being self-taught and years of practice. Jay pulls his inspiration from many outlets like people, television, celebrities, and many more. With multiple original pieces, Jay's art graces the gallery with over 40-plus works for viewing and for purchase. His many years of being an artist has given him a chance to partner with the Derwent brand, giving him the opportunity to try many different work styles and further his craft. Feel free to come down and visit the studio to view his work, or if you're interested in your own Jay Harmon original, he's open to commissions on his website, coloredpencilartist.com, or catch his show, The Colored Pencil Artist, on Amp Media Productions on YouTube and Facebook. See you soon.
Hey travelers, everybody wants cheap airfares, but where can you find them? You call Smart Fares. Our prices are direct from the airlines, and they're so low they're not published anywhere. Smart Fares specializes in cheap flights, discount hotel rooms, cheap car rentals, and great package deals anywhere around the world. Wherever you want to go, Smart Fares can help you get there cheaply and with the best price guarantee. If you want the absolute lowest prices on your airline tickets or other travel services, call us right now. That's right, call. That's the only way to get these low rates. Experts are standing by 24/7 to get you the lowest rates available, so don't wait. Call Smart Fares right now for the best price guaranteed. Save up to 50% off business and first class. We've got great last-minute travel deals too.
Call 855-828-0198. That's 855-828-0198. 855-828-0198.
Artist Rosie Sherman paints her passions to share with everyone. Expressing herself through bold and vibrant colors, her suggestion and style are always in flux. Inspired by travels, nature, romance, and the human spirit, Rosie makes sure her depiction of women are strong and proud. Her landscapes illustrate the changing seasons in the diverse world that we live in. To find her artwork in the multiple medias you can purchase, visit rosiesherman.pixels.com.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
The World Health Organization declared monkeypox a global health emergency Saturday amid a spike in cases in recent months.
Dr. Tedros said he made this declaration for a few reasons. First and foremost is that the outbreak is growing. So, for example, last month he said that 340 cases of monkeypox were reported to his agency, and now it is at 16,000 from 75 countries.
A Russian tank attack killed 2 Americans, a Canadian and a Swedish man fighting in the Donetsk province of Ukraine, according to a Ukrainian military officer who served as their commander. Morgan Benson reports.
The deaths of the 2 American men were confirmed by a U.S. State Department spokesperson stated, who did not name the men. We can confirm the recent deaths of 2 U.S. citizens in the Donbas region of Ukraine. We are in touch with the families and providing all possible consular assistance, a State Department spokesperson stated.
At least 22 people were killed in flash floods caused by heavy rains in Iran's southern province of Fars, a provincial official said on Saturday.
According to local authorities, over 50 rescue teams have been sent to help with search efforts. The dangers of flash flooding have also been exacerbated by the widespread construction of buildings and roads near riverbeds.
Officials in Mariposa County, California, have ordered evacuations in response to a wildfire that's decimated more than 6,500 acres and at least 10 buildings.
The sheriffs came up. They go, "You got to go now." It's just like a hurricane.
Overnight, the Oak Fire exploded, now forcing more than 6,000 to evacuate. The spread so rapid, it reportedly trapped residents in their own homes.
Husband and wife unable to get out of their house.
The flames racing over a runway of drought-stricken brush, driven by heavy wind, stoked by high heat.
I know the one next to me, down at the bottom of the driveway, burnt to the ground.
This is the latest news headlines. 1 person has been killed and at least 5 people injured in a shooting outside a large gathering in a Seattle, Washington suburb.
Originally this morning, they said that there were 5 people who were being treated for gunshot wounds and 1 person was dead. They've now upped that to 6 people who are being treated. 1 person who is dead, that man, a 32-year-old man from Tacoma who died.
T-Mobile has agreed to pay $350 million to customers affected by a class action lawsuit filed after the company disclosed last August that personal data like Social Security numbers had been stolen in a cyber attack. In Securities and Exchange Commission filing on Friday, the mobile phone company said the funds would pay for claims by class members, the legal fees of plaintiffs' counsel, and the cost of administering the settlement. It also said it would spend $150 million next year and in 2023 to fortify its data security and other technologies. There was no winner on Friday night for the $660 million Mega Millions jackpot, and the estimated prize for the next drawing on Tuesday, July 26th, is now an incredible $790 million. The Mega Millions jackpot was last won on April 15th, with a winning ticket in Tennessee claiming $20 million. There have been no jackpot winners in the 28 consecutive drawings since then. An estimated 17.7 million viewers watched Thursday night's hearings of the House committee investigating the January 6, 2021 attack on the U.S. Capitol. The Nielsen Company said that is the second to the 20 million who saw the first committee hearing on June 9th, the only other one of the 8 sessions held in prime time. 10 networks aired this past week's hearing live. And that's the latest news headlines. I'm Alan Edwards.
You tell me where he's gone. I thought I saw him walking up over the hill. Abraham and Martin and
There goes Dion. What a special song. Abraham, Martin, and John on the True Oldies channel. Next up, Bill Haley and his Comets with the drum kick heard around the world.
1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. 5, 6, 7, 8.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
I put the silencer on my bell.
I know, I just got lucky today. That's all I can tell you.
And we're back. Now, we have a singing group in here. Now, what they don't know is that your singing group in the battle went against Josh singing group in the Battle of Atlanta. Did you know that? Yeah. Did you guys know that? You did.
I don't think
Oh,
they
yeah.
knew it before. I don't know if they knew it before they came, though. We didn't know it. Josh, you knew it?
Yeah.
You did know it?
When you said the name, I'm like, oh, I know them.
Which is really interesting to begin with, right?
So we've got Stumble Steady in the house. Our friend Kara Harpist, who we know from 2nd Street Bagels in Delray. I have to give you guys a shout out because we have to give them the shout out because we haven't been there in a long time. But oh my gosh, if you need food, breakfast, lunch, catering, definitely the place to call. But this is the other side of what these amazing people do.
Thank you. Yep. That's our thing. I kind of like try to split my life between both passions, and it's just really awesome. So I'm lucky enough to be in this awesome project with Garrett Keeler here, and it's just really wonderful. So I was so pumped that you guys allowed us to come by and promote some of the stuff we're working on, and hopefully sing a little ditty here. So it's all really, really cool. We
So
love
give
you
us
guys.
some background on Stumble Steady.
So essentially, like a multitude of musicians, you're in a project for a long time, you dedicate yourself to it, and it just kind of doesn't work out so well. And you know, from the ashes, something comes. And my fiance really pushed me to do my own project. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it my way. And that's basically where it came from. And I enlisted the help of friends, coworkers, all that good stuff. You know, tight-knit little scene, and we're pushing and we're having a good time.
How large is the group?
How large? We're a 5-piece.
Wow.
Currently.
That's big.
Yeah. Mhm. So.
We all work together at School of Rock Boca for the most part, except for our bassist, and we kind of like, of course, all knew each other there first, and he kind of was writing this music and eventually invited us on to join the project with him and start trying to get some gigs and promoting it and doing some cover shows in the meantime, and it's just been really wonderful. So.
How long has the band been together?
What's it been now?
It's maybe a year and a half. Hasn't been too long at all.
Yeah.
No.
Baby band.
So.
Well, we have somebody we may want you to talk to. Now, do you know CeCe Clevenger? Clevenger?
Not sure.
I'm not familiar.
CeCe just topped 500,000 hits on Spotify for his song. And he's going on tour to 110 different locations. Not cities, locations, because he's doing the southern region. He'll be here on Wednesday. They're going to celebrate with us. Because the goal was, when we knew him, he had like 100 and something thousand, 200,000. And now he has half a million, over 500,000. And he can sing. I mean, he has phenomenal, but he came out of the ashes, like what you were talking about.
Yeah.
So wouldn't it be something? I mean, I'm just saying, be something.
Today's a new day. Look
If
at
something
you.
like this happen,
Look at
and
you,
they come
all
out of the
happy
ashes.
today. How do you like? I know.
I mean, I want CeCe to meet them. I want CeCe's managers to meet them.
Yeah.
Maybe we get Jeffrey involved as well. There's a lot of good stuff.
Networking, that would be amazing.
For sure.
The right set of eyes and the right set of ears hear you. That's what God gave us too.
Yeah.
And you never know what can happen.
You have originals as well?
Oh yeah, we'll be performing an original today. He writes all of them, and he, you know, I'm starting to kind of like join in on the process, but it's really just his really wonderful, awesome material, and it's just so fun to perform, and he's just so good at what he does, so it's effortless for me. I just get to do the fun part and just like jump in on things and perform and learn this awesome music, and so they're really, really great songs. We're going to perform a song called Don't Need Me, which is really, really great, and we've been gigging with that quite a bit, and it's just a lot of fun. And so we do a lot of originals of his, and like I said, we incorporate some cover shows here and there just so we can kind of like squeeze in an original within the covers, and you know, have a longer set, and it's so yeah, it's really wonderful.
I love it.
You know how you came in, Danielle, and you started singing on the mic check? And Freddie goes, oh, you sing? She came in to deliver breakfast one day about a year ago, and she started singing, and same thing, you sing?
Yeah,
So
but
you never know what
But
happens
you sang
here.
the Star Spangled Banner in Miami, didn't you?
Yeah. So
Oh.
I
that you
sang
remember.
at the
Oh,
Marlins
yeah.
game and did. I mean, like, national anthem's been my gig. I'm like, that's easy. I just.
But
show
look at the
up,
voice
do it,
on this
and
woman is
I
unbelievable.
can't, because we haven't really
Thank
heard
you.
your voice, so I'm excited.
I checked on some of the Miami football games.
Okay. Josh, are you ready? All right, guys, let's put an ISO on Stumble Steady, located right here in our very own Boca Raton.
Haley, we got a camera. somebody in there?
Katie, or some you? Okay.
All right, so let's go to 3. Mute us up. Yeah, either one. All right, whenever you're ready.
Thank you, I've lost weight. What's the hurry? Do you worry about the chances you might waste? This depression is in session, and I don't wanna be alone right now. Always slipping under covers, lost the light in all your wonders. Please don't let me be alone right now. Yeah, yeah. Don't need me right now. Yeah, yeah. Don't need me right now. And thank you for this space, never empty, and quite lovely somehow. It always seems to break, but it keeps moving, no, it's choosing, no, yeah. Not seeing you in my corner, I love you, know I adore you. It's just that these feelings are strong, my head is a bone, gonna explode, yeah. They make it sound so easy. Brush off the things they tell me. Gotta be strong, gotta be strong, gotta be strong enough now. Always slipping under covers, lost the light in all your wonders. Please don't let me be alone right now. Yeah, yeah. Don't need me right now. Yeah, yeah. Don't need me right now. Never rest from this, but ain't it something I hold myself? This brings me some enjoyment. It's all a little crazy, and we keep running. Maybe we'll find some atonement in this disappointment. Yeah, yeah. Always pulling up your covers, lost the light in all your wonders. I don't think I need my head right now. Yeah, yeah. Don't need me right now. Don't need me right now. Right now. Right now. Don't need me right now.
Thank you very much.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
We're 2 for 2. We got 2 smiles out of Freddie today. You got Danielle and you guys. It's like, wow. Josh, what a week we're kicking off with this one.
I gotta tell you, Nate, I would love to hear the whole freaking band now. Now you got me motivated here.
Oh yeah.
I can only imagine. I
It's
can.
such a good group of us, and we just have a lot of fun together, and it's just really wonderful. I mean, I'm so happy with the people that we have, and they're all so incredibly talented, and everyone's so like encouraging of each other, and it's just so great. And you know, I don't think we've ever even performed this song acoustically like
No.
this, and so it's just. You really gotta see it. There's a lot.
I gotta
to
see
It's
it.
So,
you
so
made a
good.
believer out of me. I gotta tell you.
How did you all come together, the 5 of you? How'd you find each other?
Ooh, man, that's a mix. Some of the members I went to school with at FAU. So a bunch of us graduated from the FAU commercial music program. And Kara, I met at School of Rock. Our drummer, Ben, I met at School of Rock. And well, we all have eclectic lives and tastes. You know, we bring it together, and it's a good time.
So
Yes.
School of Rock, I know of it for younger kids.
Yeah.
Or is it a venue for
Older?
bands to come together?
So it definitely is all ages. It's a really, really great place if you're just trying to like dip your toe into the music world and have a safe place to learn an instrument. So we all teach there together.
Wow.
You teach there.
Yeah. So we, the band members, mostly all of us, like I said, excluding our bassist, all teach at School of Rock Boca. So we all met there, and just between lessons, just got to know each other, and we all became friends, and then we got invited onto this project of his, and we all really got a chance to collaborate and throw all of our ideas in, and it's just been really, really cool. So yeah, School of Rock's great. I mean, it's such a fun place to work, and like I said, it obviously helped us get to where we are now, and adults go there, kids go there, all ages, everything in between, and it's just really, really wonderful. So
Where are you guys playing now?
So obviously we got Meisner Park coming up on August 12th.
Oh, obviously.
yeah, we're doing Battle of the Bands
course,
at the
obviously.
Meisner Park Amphitheater,
Oh, is
August
that-
12th.
Is that this August? Okay.
Yeah,
Josh, you
yeah.
gonna be in that one too? No, okay.
Hold on. August 12th is another bash you're gonna have against bands?
Yeah, so it's a Battle of the Bands. It's being judged, I believe, by some members of the chamber. I might be wrong
Probably
about
city
that.
council,
City council, something like that.
yeah.
And it's us and I believe 3 or 4 other groups.
Three others. So there's a younger group, and then there's an adult group, so below 18 and above 18.
Yeah.
So it's going to be like a 3-4 hour event. So
Yeah, it's
should be
very
pretty
exciting. So August 12th, definitely. If you guys can come, I'd
It's
love
a Friday
to have
night,
you.
right?
Yes,
Okay.
it's a Friday night.
Are you playing in any local places?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll be at Propaganda, I believe, on August 21st. I believe
Where
we're
is
also
that?
Propaganda, Lake Worth.
Okay.
And then
It's
we'll
a
be at
little
the
pop away.
Anderson in Miami, I believe, early September. So you can find all this info on our socials and website and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And what else do? You do band full time, or this is?
Yeah, so this is what I like to do full time, what I strive to do full time. So work at School of Rock, that pays the bills, gets all the good stuff. And then I'm also in another band named Rogue Theory. Excellent band. We're going to be doing a bit of touring here coming up.
And they just played Sunfest, actually,
Yeah, we
which is
did.
crazy.
Played Sunfest. And in my spare time, I like to brew. And I'm getting into the local breweries here. And
Wow.
yeah, that's
When the hell do you have spare time?
Exactly. I relate. We make use of every moment of the day because I leave the restaurant and I'm like, all right, now what? And it's like 3:30 usually, and I got daylight, and I like to have my other things going on.
Amazing. And the future looks bright where you're going to go. Now, you're going to have 2 bands. What are you going to do on the day when you're going to have to decide to play in the same band?
It's every local musician kind of goes through that. That's just part of the process. There are discrepancies. There are, hey, what's going on? And usually the deal is first come, first serve. But if you get an outstanding offer, like you're going to play a festival, you're going to make thousands, like you're going to take that show. So it happens, but with clear communication and understanding, we do our best to
make it work. Yeah.
Yep.
Clear communication, organization.
Yep.
Unbelievable. You have another one for us?
We
You
can.
can pull one out. Yeah.
Pull one out. You
Yeah. What we got in the bag of tricks?
Tell her to come in.
What?
Do you want to do an original or do you want to do Alanis? You want to do Alanis?
I love the collaboration while we're
Haley,
live,
bring her in
right?
so she can watch.
That's probably the one I'm
We
best
can turn a light on too if you want to.
No, just bring her in.
No, just bring her in the dark.
Bring
I
her
was
right
gonna
in.
say-
You want to do Riptide? All right.
Interesting. They're trying
Alright,
to
okay.
collaborate. Which collaboration?
This is improvisation. We're gonna do Riptide, amazing song that I'm sure a lot of people are familiar with. I'm just gonna make sure I know what I'm saying.
That way you can see a little bit what's going on.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I was scared just wanna know if you're gonna stay. I just gotta know. I can't have it any other way. I swear she's destined for the screen. Closest thing to Michelle Pfeiffer that you've ever seen. Oh, lady, running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you're singing that song, and I got a lump in my throat 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong. Oh, lady, running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you're singing that song, and I got a lump in my throat 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong. I got a lump in my throat 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong.
That's pretty good. I gotta tell you, you guys are very, very good.
Thank you.
So Dawn has a surprise for you if you can make it.
Oh boy.
Thursday night, what are you guys doing?
Thursday?
Look at Josh's face. Josh, tell us.
Josh, what's
Josh, tell
happening?
them, Thursday night, 7 o'clock.
7:30. We got Angel at
Oh,
7.
7:30, I'm sorry.
That's sick. Okay,
We're gonna
that's
put
excellent.
you on. We're gonna put you on radio.
Wow,
You're
that'd
gonna
be
sing
great.
live. So it's a 30-minute, 27-minute set. Now we did this only one time. This was built for this kind of production. So
Absolutely.
you bring in, you're gonna do a little stage, hello, my name is, and you're gonna play songs, and you're gonna book it out for 27. And we'll tell everybody to listen in, and if they call in, we'll get messages and everything else to you. But the object of the game is I want you to feel this is your house. I want you to be comfortable. I mean, we've known you since when you started the business in COVID, which is nuts.
I know.
So
You guys
why
have
not?
been so wonderful to me and everyone around me, and
Best
that
place
is
in the
so
world.
great.
And you'll never
I'd
have to
love
cook again either.
I know. Exactly. Everybody wins.
It's a win-win.
Exactly.
But I want to put it out Thursday, 7:30. You come in here. I don't care how many
Well,
you
you come
bring.
early and set up. We have Angel at 7, and
Set
then
up, and then you do your thing. You're gonna sing your
7:30.
songs. You're gonna put it. You're gonna be on. What's the name? A CV.
Oldies.
Yes.
VC.
VCMG Music,
Live.
but it's oldies. 95.3, 96.9.
That's awesome.
You'll be 1470. You're gonna be live on the air.
So we're licensed to do music now, which is great.
That's excellent.
Which is awesome.
Wow. That's
and
so cool.
The radio station is right near the restaurant, but we'll broadcast it from here and send it out magically over the airways.
Yes.
So
Oh
we
my
have some-
gosh. I'd love to. We're pumped. We're super down. This Thursday work.
Josh will run your sound.
We'll have to communicate with the band.
We're gonna
We'll
figure that
it
out
Yeah, we'll figure it
because
out.
that's very exciting.
I think that the bottom line here is, like we were talking at the first hour of our show, you never know who hears you. You never know who sees you. I'm going to have you guys meet Cece because I want to see if we can get him up to Johnny Brown's. I want to talk to Jeffrey. Maybe we can put him over here at See You Later, whatever that place is, and start moving more in Boca.
Thank you.
Because when it comes, this is the lull before the storm. So you want to get all these connections going, push it out there. We know that people are away, people go away and everything else, but if you pop it, come the next quarter, you know what happens. You'll be in demand. And then I'm going to make it so you're going to have to choose something. I think that's a right there.
I know.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love it.
For sure.
I love it. So this Thursday, 7:30, we'll make the announcements to everybody.
Yeah.
And we'll have some fun. Be here a little earlier, maybe 7. We'll set you all up.
Yeah. I'll be in touch with Dawn and
We'll set it up maybe at 6:30 because they're live at 7, so we'll figure it all out.
Yeah, we'll have to maybe call out of School of Rock. We'll figure it all out. But I mean, we're so stoked. So any opportunity is just amazing for us. So we're pumped. That's great. You guys are so wonderful here, and just all the support that you provide for local artists and the community is just so important. And it's just really wonderful that you guys care about that. So it's
Stay
a gift
you
for
guys
us.
can stay for a little bit.
We'll hang for a bit.
All right, we're
Yeah.
going to take a commercial break. When we come back, more with our, Musical Monday.
Woo!
What a day. What a great way to kick
Magical
off our
Monday.
week.
Magical
musical, motivational, you name it. We're going to
It's
kick
all
it
there.
off. Stay
Danielle, you
tuned.
see what you brought with you?
We'll be right back.
Do you need a strong cup of coffee to get you through your day? Try your very own Brooklyn Cafe Show coffee, the official coffee of the Brooklyn Cafe Show. You can pick up a bag from us, or two. Contact us at 866-224-5422, or just stop on by. We're at 2400 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard, Suite 13. Come on in, grab a bag of our signature Brooklyn Cafe coffee. Cafe doors are always open.
Welcome to AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet radio, TV production company, discover AMP2 TV. AMP2 TV is a full-service media company that can provide all streaming videos, video studios, radio studios, and television studios. Call us today at 866-224-5422, for no business is too small to grow to be accounted. It's time for your message to be seen. Let AMP2 TV help get you there.
Welcome to Lost Harbor Spirits, a world where pirates inspire our spirits, treasures remain undiscovered, and flavors are infused with the essence of mysterious voyages. The distillery became one of the few women-owned craft spirits production sites in the U.S. From our award-winning spirits of vodka and rum to delicious gin, we're always coming up with some new and exciting flavors to keep your cocktails delicious and fresh. Contact Palm Beach Distillery at lostharborspirits.com to take a tour or purchase your favorite spirit at your local liquor store.
Imagine this is your money and someone wants to take it from you. Who is it? The IRS. Guess what? They want your money and they can take it, all of it if they want. Remember, they sent you that letter right over here that said, hey, you owe us a bunch of cash and we're going to take it from you right now. So what do? You fight back by letting our team of experts work it out with the IRS so you can keep your money. And hey, we're good at what we do. When you hire us, you get a team of guys on your side that know the IRS laws, and we'll fight really hard to save your money. So if you owe the IRS a ton of cash and you want to keep it, call right now and learn for free how we can help you put it back in your pocket. 5 minutes of your time right now can save you thousands of dollars. And the best part, it's a free call, so please call right now.
Call 800-651-4808.
Has your heater busted, computer crashed, appliance broken? Then you need ARW Home.
Life's been pretty worry-free since I got covered with ARW Home. Don't waste thousands of dollars on air conditioning, appliance repair, and replacements. Save that money with ARW Home. Protection plans that cover household appliances, systems, and electronics.
My air conditioning broke on a Sunday. I called ARW and they came out and fixed it right away.
Get your free quote today. Call or go to arwhome.com now.
Call 877-281-0289.
Stephanie Jaffe is a world-renowned artist who creates one-of-a-kind pieces. Using a keen sense of color and composition, her vibrant collages and mosaics integrate eclectic elements such as vintage keepsakes and fine china with blown glass and fired clay to create whimsical arrangements. For more information about her work, come down to the Brooklyn Cafe TV studio or go to StephanieJaffeArt.com.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Insurance lady in the house.
I know.
Can we just hashtag you the insurance lady? Okay.
I like
there you
that.
go. Insurance lady in the house.
Hashtag.
We're waiting for our host, Angel Kinsey's.
Look at
And
Danielle's already
I got
working.
to ask Danielle, what's she working over on that back
What do you
corner
got
over
cooking?
there? They got all kinds of secrets going on back there.
Talk it to your mic, Danielle. Mike.
Grab your mic.
That might help, right? A gentleman that I have recently been introduced to, who actually joined forces with me with New Life, he's actually has his own music label.
Of course he does.
And has some great talent under his belt, and I would love to share her sound and his sound. Where she put it out there, right? You never know. And I love their sound.
Your sound is great, and Freddie was
I
kept
love
saying
the
to me,
sound.
she sounds like, who does she sound like? And I don't know who he's thinking.
To me, she sounds like she has like a vibe of like a Patsy Cline.
that
She
what you're
has
thinking?
the old soul.
No, not basically. This is somebody new. This is somebody new. It'll come to me. Tell your music label guy.
Yes.
I got 2 other bands, 2 other singers.
Okay.
That I want him to listen to.
I would love to share.
Because if we can get them somehow noticed like them, you never know what could happen.
Absolutely.
Is he local?
He's up in Pensacola.
Okay.
Up in Pensacola, yeah.
Awesome.
And sometimes feedback is, will send you in the right direction.
That's
It's
right.
so
the music business it changes in 100 different ways. We actually
Absolutely.
put something together where we were trying to promote the artists as well. And like they do, they have to work and they have jobs and the whole nine.
Yeah.
But the more you can get them exposed, the better it is.
absolutely. But lifting each other up
That's right.
in the right direction.
Paying it forward, that
Yep.
thingamajig you were talking about
Yep.
earlier.
That's what it's all about, right? Is inspiration in the music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to ask the band more questions?
Did they got a mic? We got a camera 3
Yeah,
on them?
Josh has them all set. Josh has got you guys all set. So how did you come up with the name Stumble Steady?
Well, it's a Garrett question.
Ooh,
I'm excited. I don't think I even know.
I had wrote a song called "Coming to an End," and it's one of the lines in the song. And rather than just try to find something unique or profound, I was like, "Oh, has anyone else used that?" And no one has. I'm like, "Good, let's get it," because that's like the hardest thing about being a part of a band is coming up with a name and then scheduling, making sure everyone can actually get together. So the name was free. I took it. Now it's it. I'm content.
Stumble Steady makes me think of how I walk around the wires here.
Yeah.
I stumble, I try to get steady, I trip again.
That's one of the fun things about the name too, is that whenever you communicate about it, someone's got an anecdote. It's a different meaning to everyone, and that's fun.
Relate to it in
Gives
their
it
own
life,
way.
yeah.
Definitely.
I know, I'm just like the biggest klutz. So that's what makes me think of it, like the juggling, the tripping, you gotta get steady. So I was wondering where that name came from.
Yeah.
Who started the band?
That'll be me. It's economically easy and cathartic to write, in your room, go to the studio, do whatever you need to do. But in terms of performance, it's a lot less fun. Being up on stage by yourself, be with just acoustic or backing track. So being able to share that experience with other musicians and being able to get the energy from them and then give it back and forth, and then relate that to the audience and then get that energy from them, it's a whole lot more of a beneficial and fulfilling experience than doing it by yourself.
And you were a music major at school?
Yes.
And you're using it.
Yes. It's really weird. A lot of my friends, a lot of colleagues and people that I know from FAU, they went on to do something entirely not music, and that's great for them because they're actually making money. But I get to do something that I love, and as I keep pursuing it and doing more and more, I'm making a little bit more and getting a name out there and having a good time. So yeah, we're getting there.
It's a process.
For sure. For sure.
I gotta ask you, you work with the band members. Are they friends of yours or people that you just met because of the job?
So initially, the majority of them are my friends. So the bassist I knew from school, guitarist I knew from school, but he's also in Rogue Theory. So I took time to get to know them, work with them, and then we became good friends. And then Ben and Kara I met through School of Rock, so just kind of colleagues at first, but then we've all became good friends, do road trips and been through the best and the worst together. So yeah.
It's Ben from the restaurant, Ben?
Yeah, he's our drummer. Isn't that
Really?
great? It's like the perfect little group. It really is. We
The
all,
guy who
like,
cooks the burgers and the
I know. I'm just
the
trying to
drummer?
get everybody in it. I mean, really, it'd be singing restaurant soon enough.
Is
That's
it,
what it
is
is.
it hard to get friends to practice?
I think it's a challenge.
It's hard to
with
get
that.
musicians to practice.
In general, sure, yeah.
Tell me why, because that seems to be a common question in
It's
here.
a theme, huh?
It's, I think a lot of musicians are either selfish
Rock
or
and roll
in their
lifestyle.
own world, and they just forget because our schedules are so busy. But you're asking 5 adults to all congregate in a place when we all have vastly different schedules, and so that's the challenge in itself. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, everyone has like other jobs, of course, and has to make ends meet, and is responsible for themselves and doing life, and so for a lot of people, music is not like their bread and butter in terms of money to provide for themselves. So I think everyone really does a good job, at least in our group, at the end of the day, of balancing it and doing both things, and communication, of course, is very key. And even this morning, we ran to go to the beach to shoot for our little music video that we'll be releasing soon, and I couldn't meet yesterday, and so he's been at the beach like 3 days every morning in the sun, sweating, and so just little things and patience and making it work, and just like I said, communication above all. And I think we've kind of worked things out pretty well to where we know like what days we're going to be available and so on. So. But it's definitely kind of like a infamous thing, musicians and scheduling. We made a TikTok about it, actually. But we do what we can, and like I said, like everyone's pretty much game to be there and do what they got to do. So.
And you're always upbeat. Every time we see you, is she always like this, Gary?
I've seen her not upbeat one time. It was
Once.
a little scary, but
Once.
yeah. No.
I try.
We keep her happy. Yeah.
No, I mean, for me, like especially just practicing with the band and being there, it's just so fun. And I mean, work is work. I mean, the restaurant's very intense, of course, and you never have like a perfect day, and you just have to kind of like hold yourself accountable to be positive and like see things how you want to see them, and to kind of like not get thrown by things, and to enjoy the other things that are going on. So when I leave the restaurant, as tired as I am, I look forward to going to rehearsal and teaching at School of Rock, even though for me I'm like very much not really needing to work another job at the moment, but I just enjoy it so much, and I majored in music theater, so I want to be in music every which way, and it makes you happy. So I mean, it's really wonderful, and yeah, I try to be positive, but we all have our days, of course.
You're teaching singing and theater at School of Rock, or you're
I teach one-on-one lessons, private voice lessons with my students, and I do a little bit of group stuff, but very minimal. But in my one-on-one lessons, I try to always incorporate theater. I'm like, you know what? There's this song. I don't know if you're interested in theater, but it's such a good song, and you would sound so good on it, and it would show you this different side of your voice, etc. So I always try to like incorporate theater as much as I can, and a lot of my students actually love theater anyway. So it's really cool to kind of like bring that element into whatever piece they're working on, and say, like, let's connect to the song, like think about what you're saying and all those good things, and it's just really, really nice. So I always try to bring it back to theater, of course.
And how many bands are competing in Battle of the Bands?
What is it, 5?
4 for the above 18 category.
Yeah.
Below, I'm
But
not
that's
sure.
still open for people to sign, though, right? Is it still open, or is it?
I don't think
No,
it's still
it's
open.
closed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been closed for a little bit.
We were-
It actually was rescheduled like 3 times,
Yeah.
so we're very locked in now. It was supposed to be like a month ago or something.
End of June was
Yeah.
the initial date.
Yeah.
It's at the amphitheater.
At the Meisner Park Amphitheater.
Tickets are available?
August 12th.
Or is it a free event?
I think it's a free
I think
event.
it might even be free, so no reason not to come.
It's going to be a lot of great vendors out there,
Local
good
artists,
food. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's right there. I can probably just leave work and walk straight over and just wait till it starts.
You'll have parking available. There
right,
you go.
I know.
Now
oh my God.
you sang you did the national anthem at Miami Stadium, correct?
Yeah.
You did it more than once.
I did that once. I did talk to them. COVID kind of like intercepted another potential opportunity doing that. But I should, now that I think about it, I should probably reach out to them and see if they
Season's coming.
need
You
me
should probably
again.
reach out.
But it was such an amazing experience. I mean, it's surreal. It's just massive, and the semantics of it, like hearing everything bouncing back at you, and like just the space and the people. It was a really, really insane, great experience.
So I want you to hold on to that feel, and then when you sing in front of others,
Yeah.
Meisner or whatever you sing, when you had the bash, tell me about the two different feelings.
Oh, it's very different. At least for me, the band is such. It's like it's honestly like a little bit of like a comfort blankie. I'm with people, and I'm so used to performing alone as like a vocalist and just doing gigs with like tracks or maybe like one pianist or whatever it may be, or just a cappella like the national anthem. Like, so I'm so used to just completely counting on myself and having like nothing to hide behind, and just like really just like being there with myself. And it's super nerve-wracking, and it can be super scary, as you can imagine. But with the band, it's like we're all uplifting each other, and like, even though the amphitheater is big and it's gonna be probably our biggest audience, hopefully, so yeah, it's gonna be nice because I know that we have each other, and we can all just kind of like be nervous together and just support one another. And so it's a good feeling to be in a band. I'm used to big stages. I mean, the stage is just wonderful. I like I said, I majored in theater, so stage is great. Scary, fun, wonderful place. But in terms of being alone and being with a band, it's just wonderful to be with a band. It's really, really been great for me.
So when opportunity knocks, like Thursday night, you take it.
Yeah.
You find a way. All right, can I have a 3-shot, please? Because that seems to be the common thread, right? I can't say it's bigger than hope, because there's nothing bigger than hope and faith. But it's finding those opportunities. And in your case, you've been texting me for weeks. Can I come? Can I come? Can I come?
Whenever
yeah,
you're
come.
free.
So you made that opportunity.
Okay, don't text her, can I? You just show up.
Well, that's what
I know, honestly, I have to say, that's all you guys have ever told me. Just come.
That's
Just
right,
come,
because I'll
just come
fit you
by.
in. You
It's
can
so
open
true.
Listen, you can open every show if you want. If you want to practice, you want to do new songs, just do it. Don't. If you wait for her to say her phone, she gets 5,000
I know,
texts a day.
I'm sure. I was like, I don't want to bother you, but
I know.
I
I'm
also
like,
don't want to.
she was going to come last week, and I lost the message for the week. She's
Just
up in
show
here
up.
tomorrow. I'm like, yes, come tomorrow and play.
You can show up any day you want.
Oh, thank you.
Danielle, we talked about the first hour, and then you guys are here, and I know you both, everyone has day jobs, you took the time. Is it important to find those opportunities, those nuggets of happiness or something, and just say, I'm going to take this?
Absolutely. Take
never
advantage
take
of every
it, yeah.
opportunity as soon as you can. Don't wait. Don't procrastinate,
Even if
because
it's out of your comfort zone?
absolutely. I
Especially
think that's
if
how you
it's-
grow, is stepping outside of your comfort zone. Actually, I know that's how you grow.
You guys too? Yeah, everyone says that, right? Growth comes from stepping out of your comfort zone, but sometimes that really hurts.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like Alana right now, but sometimes that's really hard to do.
It does, but at the same time, if you're not growing, you're dying. You're not. You're sedentary. You're not. You're dying. You're not moving forward. You're not progressing in any way. So you have to step outside of your comfort zone to, even if it's the slightest bit. I'm not saying do something drastic, but if something's put in your heart to do something or try something, take the chance. You never know what could happen.
It's better to swim than to stink.
Oh, yeah.
You guys too?
No, absolutely. I mean, I think it's an easy concept to recognize as true, and it's harder to perform and follow through in your actions, of course. But I mean, my mom is just so wonderful, and she has been so inspiring to me, and has her own restaurant that she's had going on 17 years. And my whole life, she always told me, get uncomfortable. Just it's never going to benefit you to be too comfortable. You have to constantly push yourself and put yourself in these different situations, because it's the only way that you're going to learn something or discover something about yourself, or at the very least, like, meet someone, or, you know, anything. There's no bad that comes from it, even if it's scary or different. It's you know, it's life. You learn something, and there's a takeaway. And so I think it's just great to push yourself to kind of like take every opportunity you can, and it's only going to benefit you.
And Gary, what about you?
Oh, for sure. I don't think that in this industry you can be comfortable. Every single time I go to a show, even if it's a venue I've played multiple times, I'm just uncomfortable. I think generally I'm a socially anxious individual. Something kind of happens. There's a flick of the switch when it's time to go on stage and do it. It's kind of strange that, you know, just, hey, how are you, is a little bit more jarring than, you know, pouring out something you've been through in front of a multitude of people. But yeah, every time, like they've said, every time I put myself outside of my comfort zone, I've gained a new friend, a new experience, a new way to conduct business. For instance, you know, on a whim, someone was like, hey, we need a band for a Thursday night. I said, we'll do it. And from that, we've gotten a multitude of gigs that are going to start kind of putting us towards maybe Central Florida, maybe deeper in the South, you know, getting us more streams, more plays, more shows, more money. So, yeah, definitely stepping outside of the comfort zone.
It's interesting because you were solo gigs before, and they came together and they found strength in coming together versus the egos that some people have of staying alone. So it's interesting dynamic to see the difference, that you're stronger. What did I say? We're stronger together. You guys are stronger together, but yet still individuals on your own right.
Absolutely. I love that you said that, because it's so true that, you know, you're just going to get that support and strength by coming together, of course, and learning something from someone around you. Like, you'll never know it all, so don't assume that that person that you may have never spoken to that works with you is like, doesn't have something that they can offer you, or some way to, you know, help you grow as a person. Like you said, like, you have to grow. And yeah, you can't think that you got it all set and it's over and you peaked, because you always can grow.
Like Danielle says, you got to play it forward. You know, it's really great. You're feeling good. You got that core going. And then you always, I noticed that some of the producers in here, they don't come to the realization that you really are that good. You just don't know it because you're too close to the fire.
They really are that good. You are so good.
He's talented, but he doesn't understand. So you got to push him out of the nest. You know, you got to push. And just when you thought it was all comfortable, you got to push him again. And they criticize me because you never know what we're going to do. I got a couple of ideas right now that will put everybody on ease, on edge. But the object of the game, you're never going to know how great you can be if you don't get yourself to that next level, to that edge, and then see what happens. And if it doesn't work out, you brush yourself off and you go again.
Keep going.
And keep going.
So you've got a couple of gigs lined up, August 12th, August 21st, and more to come.
More to come.
People can hire you for parties, events.
Anything. We will absolutely help and
How do we
participate wherever
How do we
we
get
can.
in touch with you?
Oh, sure. So we have our socials. I'll let you go rattle them off.
We're on absolutely everything: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, email, website, all that good stuff. We've got business cards here for y'all. You know, you can stream us anywhere. We're on Spotify, Apple Music, Bandcamp, SoundCloud. So literally anywhere you can possibly think to find us, we're there.
Stumble Steady. Maybe you guys can take us out with one more original?
Yeah?
Josh?
Do that?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Why not?
Sounds good.
Let's do it.
Danielle, are you motivated, inspired?
Yeah.
Oh, I love their sound. I love it. I'm over here vibing over my own corner. I love it.
Listen, as they get ready, I got an announcement to make. Our JoJo up
In Melbourne?
in Melbourne just bought
Jake's?
Jake's.
Did she?
Yes. It is officially hers.
Congratulations, JoJo.
Like,
Wow.
she started putting weight on the leg. We're having a big meeting when she goes. We may even drive up there. They want to do the Brooklyn Cafe stage. inside the studio. So we're going
Nice.
to talk about how to do what she always wanted to do.
Congratulations. Wow, that's huge. That's bell ringing for sure, Freddie.
It's bell ringing.
Congratulations, JoJo. Wow. It's all good. Angel coming in. Your guest was here and she left. Okay.
Good stuff.
So Danielle, did you have any idea this is what you're walking into today?
Not at all. Not at all.
Well, you created it.
Yeah, I've learned that, it's just put yourself out, just be yourself, and just enjoy and just be in the moment, and that's what happens.
I think you've been through so much. You're such an inspiration. You've been through so much in your life that for people who say, I can't because, you got to look at what Danielle's got going on,
You got to
what
look
you
at
had going on.
You got to look at
right?
our Facebook. People are talking
What was
about their
that?
incidents at 16 years of age. There's all sorts of stuff in there. I mean, I'm not going to put the names out there, but they're in there. And all of this is coming forward because you showed up.
Because you shared your story, which is so inspirational. And when I first met Freddie and he gave me a chance, I said I will always try to pay it forward, he gave me the opportunity. So you've built that platform on paying it forward. And then, like I said, when you said that, I knew you had, as you call it, home. So which is amazing. And these guys, they are fantastic.
Amazing.
All right, we're going to close out today's show. For more information, you can contact Danielle Connolly. Danielle, what's the best way? Social media?
Through social media or direct my number, the 321-210-6108. They can give me a text and I can direct them.
She'll be here more often. Don't worry. We'll get you in touch
Yeah,
with
we
her.
ain't cutting her loose yet.
And before we sign out on today's show, Stumble Steady, they can find you all over social media.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all of the above, everywhere.
And if you go to the place,
The 2nd Street Bagels and Deli, you will never have to cook again.
she'll be there.
And School of Rock, I'm sure you can find Gary, you can find Kara there as well. So we should get them on, bring them in one day.
We have a lot to talk about.
All right, we're going to have you guys wrap up our show, and here goes Stumble Steady, and we will see you tomorrow on the cafe tomorrow, 9 a.m. drive time.
Don't
have
be
a great
late.
day, everyone.
All right, let's go to 3.
Never done acoustic either.
Let's see how it goes.
Come on, babe, forget the distractions.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.